There is no doubt that whoever has come to this world has to die one day. Not just humans, but anyone who is alive, even if late, but everyone will have to go from here. What happened? Will it ever be possible for a human, any living being, to deceive death? Will science ever be able to progress so much that it can revive a dead person again or make it an immortal that never dies? You will be surprised to know that a company in America is already working on this project. That is, that not happen. The formula for deceiving death is being worked on very quickly. Happen went to this mind mirror video again, and if you are new on this channel, like and subscribe so that our new video can reach you as soon as possible. So let's go to the video. Viewers, just as the design of an airplane is called aeronautics, the design of electronic devices is called electronics, and the design of robots is called robotics. In the same way, by preserving the dead body of a human, change what happened with the hope that it will be revived again. This field is called cryonics. Experts are hopeful after the next 50 or 70 years, medical science will progress so much that it will be able to prevent a person from dying or revive a dead person again. That is why those people who want to come back to this world after death, and they have so much faith in medical science. There is a head office of a company called Alcor in Scottsdale, Arizona. From the outside, this office looks like an ordinary office, but in the center of the building, a strange and poor scene can be seen. In these large stainless steel containers, about 300 people's dead bodies are present, and 30 pet animals have also been frozen here in the hope of being revived again. Here, the death of a human is not seen in the way we see it. Change what happened. The Alcor team believes that these people are also normal people. It's just their heart does not beat. They are sleeping quietly for a long time. In addition, change happened. Every part of their body is in perfect condition. We can also say that the time for these 300 people has stopped for the next many decades. After 70 years, if medical science really succeeds in reviving them, then they will be revived in their future, as seen in science fiction movies like Time Machine or Time Travel. There is so much coldness in these containers that the world's coldest areas are not even in Antarctica. The temperature inside these containers, filled with liquid nitrogen, is surprisingly minus 96 degrees Celsius, which is controlled 24x7 with the help of a computer, and backup generators are also present in case of power outage. In a large container, there are 4 full body patients and 5 neuropatients, i.e., only their heads are present. Yes, this small container is only made to freeze a person's head and face. Out of 300, 106 patients have only had their heads frozen, in which their brains and all existing memories and data are 100% safe. What happened? Cryonics researchers believe that when they are revived, they will only have their own face and brain. Change will happen, while the remaining body parts will be artificial. They will remember everything before they die, and they will be able to use their brains as a normal person does. Their artificial body will also receive signals from their own brain, and their artificial heart will pump blood in the same way as the real heart does. The question is, how will all this be possible? Cryonics is not as simple as we see it. Just putting the body in liquid nitrogen will not work, but it is a full process and very costly as well. To get a full body protected for 50, it costs $220 die. About ours 165,200. And if someone just to get their head cry protected, then he has to pay $80 Thor before his death, which is about ours as 60,000 after accepting the conditions when all the documentation is completed and the patient's name is now included in the waiting list of Alcor. The waiting list means that Alcor's doctor's team is now waiting for the patient to die. Yes, a remote team of doctors which is on call 24 hours. As soon as they get the news that the patient is going to die, they immediately go to the hospital and start their special arrangements. Immediately after the death of the patient, he is brought to the facility of Alcor within an hour and the cryotection process is started on his body. What happened? Experts believe that the sooner the process is started on him after his death, the more likely he is to come back to life. But what is that process that is very important to bring him back to life? After death, the heart of a person stops, and with it, the flow of blood also stops in the veins. When the supply of blood does not reach the different parts of the body, these parts also start failing one by one. What happened from the time of death to the start of the cryoprotection process? The flow of blood inside the patient must be maintained so that the blood reaches the brain and organs. For this, and a mechanical pump is installed on the patient's chest that artificially pumps his blood to the body parts happened. But the matter does not here. After this, the real action starts in the operating room. Here, all the blood from the patient's body is taken out with the help of a pump and a special chemical is put back in the body instead of that blood. It is important to understand that a person's body contains 60% water. If it is put in liquid nitrogen in the same way, then the water inside the body cells will become crystal to which the body cells will break and then they cannot be repaired in any way. What happened? Alco doctors believe that to keep the patient's organs safe, antifreeze liquid is added to his veins and then the body temperature is slowly dropped. The freezing point of normal water where it is 0 degrees Celsius is minus 100 degrees Celsius of antifreeze liquid. The advantage of this is that when the body temperature drops, the organs freeze before the special antifreeze liquid. At one point, the body temperature drops when the body becomes a stone like glass, and at this point, the body is lifted and put in a liquid nitrogen tank where it can be preserved forever at a minus 196 degrees Celsius. To what happened to cryotech the whole body, the team of doctors takes 12 hours. What happened? Well, those patients chosen the option of preserving only their head. The doctors have to do a 6-hour procedure. After cryoprotecting the brain, it is also put in a container and placed in a nitrogen tank. While passing through these containers, it feels as if you are passing through a graveyard. It is very difficult to believe that with the help of new technology, they may be brought back to life once again. Outside each container, the photos of the patients present inside are also posted and their family can also visit them regularly. In these patients, and any Riskin who belongs to California is also present. Anita had cancer in different parts of the body and she knew that she could not live for a long time. For this reason, in the hope of reviving herself, she registered herself in Alcor. In the last days of Anita's life, she gave many TV interviews and even gave permission to shoot the cryonics procedure on herself. Anita's husband, who supported his wife till his last breath, has also decided to hand himself over to Cryonics in the hope that in the coming years he can meet his partner again in this world. Viewers, we have seen a concept of cryonics in science fiction movies like Captain America and Star Wars. But is science fiction really changing into a reality or not? Do let me know in the comment section. I hope you will like and share this video of Mind Mirror. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next video.